There have always been messages in art, be it paintings, comic books, novels, movies, video games, or whatever. Hidden within the work, there's always some type of message. Sometimes what the creator is trying to tell you is pretty obvious and spelled out for you in a way that you can't ignore, like Barrett constantly telling you about how draining the planet's lifeblood to power machines is killing the world. It doesn't take a rocket surgeon or a brain scientist to know that they're promoting a message of clean energy. That's about as on the nose as you can get, but not all stories hit you over the head with their message, so you have to look beneath the surface to find out just what the creator was trying to tell you. And that's what we're going to be doing with this new series. We'll be deep diving into the stories of video games to see just what words of wisdom the authors were trying to hit us with. And we're going to start this off with what is still one of my favorite games, Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve was released in 1998 on the original PlayStation by Squaresoft, which most people know now by the name of Square Enix. It follows the New York cop Aya Brea, who takes a trip to the opera during the Christmas holidays and ends up being the only person who has the power to fight a mutant woman who has the power to do everything from making people spontaneously combust to melting them down into piles of goo that she uses to resurrect the bones of dinosaurs. Does it make sense? Not really. They use a lot of scientific explanations to try and make the shenanigans possible, but in the end, for the most part, it's all about as plausible as most of the other stuff you see in video games. But realism wasn't the game's purpose. However, there is a little bit more realism than you might have expected. See, everything in this game happens because the people's own cells turn against their body. They mutate in weird ways that lead to all types of changes that are all fatal. Those changes are being controlled by one woman. But the thing that's actually killing everyone is not an external villain. It's an internal one. The hero Aya is immune to Eve's powers, but it's not because Aya is somehow special. She technically is Eve. Eve came from the mutated cells of Aya's sister who died in a car crash. Her organs were transplanted into two people, Melissa, who turns into Eve, and Aya. The entire fight is an internal struggle that is being shown in a way that people can easily understand, which is why the game had the tagline, "The worst foe lies within." It was telling people that you are your own worst enemy, and at the end of the day, the only person who can stand in the way of your ambitions is you. Now, I have no idea what they were trying to tell you with the creepy, rapidly aging baby that you had to fight at the end of the story, and I'm not gonna dwell on it because that thing was really hard to look at anyway. Maybe they were trying to tell you that all children are little monsters that grow up really fast by consuming the life force of their parents. Which, as a parent, I can kind of agree with that, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, we're done with this one. If you enjoyed this and want me to keep doing videos like this, drop a like and a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time.